Okay, so this is my recording, and I'm gonna start by explaining how we need to include all this stuff in order to make the libraries work, and that's about the first thing we're gonna do. And then we are setting all the global variables up here, and first we have the ones we need in order for the texture to work, and then we have all these numbers, and those we're gonna use for the figure that we want to output on the screen. And down here we have the variables to control the camera in the program, and down here we have the background variables, and at last we have the variables for the light. And next we have the initializing of the viewport, and as you can see here we have all this stuff, and this down here sets the background color that whenever we clear it, it gets this color that we have decided here. And we're enabling the light and texture and depth. And after that, we have this one. We need this to load the texture that we have in the data folder, in the diffuse map, and that's just rewrite the name of the folder, which is data, and then diffuse map v1.png, that's the name of the file that we want to load. And this is the draw function, where we actually draw stuff. Down here we have the camera position and the orientation, and we're using the global variables from before. Later we're gonna see how we load the values into the array, and we also have the camera position here. And down here we have the light and the position of the light, and like the camera, the values are loaded in from another file in the data, the character 3D. And down here we have this is the place the texture is added, and at first we got this one. This uses the texture that we just found above, and down here first we start by enabling client state vertex array, and then we have the vertex pointer, and in this case our chord val is the one holding all the values for the coordinates. It's in this array. And next we're gonna enable client state texture coordinate array, and this is the global variable as well. This is texture coordinate values, and it's holds all the informations about the texture coordinates. And next we have the normal array here, and it's called normval, and as you saw above when we stated it, it's an array and it holds all the normal values. And next we're gonna draw it. Here we draw all the elements, and after that we need to close them again, and we ended with the normal array, and that's why we're gonna start by closing the normal array, and next the texture coordinate array and vertex array. And then we flash and swap buffers. Next is the function reshape. Down here, and this is when we want to exit the program, so we just press Q, and this is set here, so we're able to do that. And then we have down here we have where we're loading the stuff we need to use for the libxml, as you can see here. And now we come to where we load the values for the global variables or arrays. Property to float here, and get property from node, get node name, and then we go into the root, and which I'm gonna show later, it's in the data, and actually we might as well just open it up. Down here in the character x3d, we go into viewpoint, you can just see it here. What we do is we access this file, and then we go down to the viewpoint, and I think this one we need position and we need orientation, which is why we're gonna write it like this. Viewpoint, field of view. Oh, sorry, this was the wrong one. This was for down here, but it's the same we're doing. It's the same file. And this we do for all of the arrays or variables which needs the values from the character.x3d in order to work. And for this we actually also use the tokenizer, which we have in here. This is the XML stuff that we're using in order for the program to work. Here we see property to float and properties, like this is the functions that we use in the main program. Down here we have the tokenizer, and first we have the one for, let's see, for the string, if it's a string value, and down here we have it for when it's a float, like we need to use it properly. That's why we need both of them. As you can see here, string to float, string to int, so that's why we need to have different ones. And we do the same for the light. Just go and see here. We're able to find like point light, and then we have intensity, we have the color, we have location and everything, and that's the information that we want to extract to these variables, which we stated above. And the information from the camera, we're gonna need that as well. And down here, it's actually important that we remember to use the functions like the draw and what else, reshape and keyboard, that we run the functions, which is what we're doing down here in the int main. And this will be shown when we run the program. This was actually just to make sure that we have stored the number correctly, but if we try to run the program, we're gonna see how it looks. It looks like this. Yes, I think that's it. Actually, this is what we used.